Tonight we report on how the salmon in the Columbia River are doing as they head upstream and how one of Grant County's largest employers is expanding their business. What's going on in sports, Bob?
9 Moses Lake Chiefs were named to the All-Big Nine Conference team and the Walleyes rally past Shadle Park. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, thank you for being with us. It looks like more disturbance is coming our way from the north. I will have all the details for you in just a bit.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
All of the salmon are making it past Wanapum and Rock Island dams after changes to the fish ladders. The Grant and Chelan PUDs modified the ladders for fish traveling upstream after a crack was discovered at Wanapum Dam. The utility spent $1.5 million to fix them before the first salmon began to swim upstream. To test the changes, 250 fish were released with tags, and all of the fish have made it past both dams on their way upstream. Officials from both utilities stated the amount of fish traveling upstream this year is larger than normal. Roughly 20,000 spring Chinook salmon traveled past Rock Island Dam by June 3rd, which is about 1.5 times the normal amount for this time of year. Speeding led to the discovery of 74 grams of heroin and 30 grams of methamphetamine in a red 2002 Audi A4 early Saturday morning. Moses Lake Police stopped a vehicle for speeding and expired tabs on West Knowles Vista Drive. The driver was reportedly driving without a valid operator's license, according to police records. Drug paraphernalia was discovered and a search warrant obtained for the car. Officers found 74 grams of heroin and 30 grams of meth, according to Police Captain Dave Sands. Gilrado Cisneros Fernandez, a 31-year-old Royal City man, was arrested for possession of narcotics and methamphetamine. Genie Industries in Moses Lake is looking to expand in hopes of increasing production. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Genie Industries, which employs a staff of about 1,300 in Moses Lake, is expanding its site. The Port of Moses Lake commissioners on Monday approved authorizing Port Executive Director Pat Jones to move forward on a lease with Genie, a Terex company. The port's lease agreement with Genie adds 15.4 acres of land to the portable lift manufacturer's 56-acre port-owned site. The lifts Genie manufactures are used in aviation and other industries. The Port Commissioner's action also consolidates a separate Genie lease of 3.6 acres with the port into one lease agreement. Genie now leases 465,000 square feet of building space. Jones said Genie executives told the port the company wants to expand to accommodate an increase in production and improve traffic and shipping circulation around the building. Genie has leased the land and buildings from the port since 1996. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. The front desk at Grant County District Court in Moses Lake is closing on June 16th. The closure won't affect the courtroom in the Wheeler Road Courthouse, but will affect how people file paperwork or pay tickets at the courthouse. District Court Administrator Barb Smith said a computer terminal will be available for people to pay fines, and a drop box will be open on the east side of the building for people filing paperwork. The change came after the commissioners decided not to spend an estimated $2 million to remodel the building. The change won't affect people with hearings in Moses Lake. A 34-year-old Camino Island man fell into an irrigation canal in Ephrata on Saturday and was able to get out about 3/4 of a mile later. The Ephrata police reported the man fell in behind Oasis Park in Ephrata and was able to get out on Martin Road Southwest. He was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital for treatment of possible hypothermia and later released. Now, let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hello everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez from your One News Weather Center, brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Changes coming up within the next few days. However, windy conditions do continue overnight. We're expecting seasonable temperatures by tomorrow, Wednesday, and those wind conditions to decrease. And also there may be a possibility of some showers Thursday overnight into Friday. In the meantime, let's take a look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. Temperatures around the average for this time of year, 78 the high, and not as warm as our record high of 94 degrees in 1965. That would have been a very hot day for us. And the low in the lower 60s, slightly above the average for this time of year, close to 10 degrees above the average. Sun setting at 8:54 p.m. And for Moses Lake, temperatures in the lower 80s for the high and the low 57, sun setting at 8:52 p.m. And right now outside your door, our current temperatures in the mid 70s, mostly sunny skies that do point around 24, and those winds coming in around 16 miles per hour from the west-northwest. So we're experiencing gusty winds around our area. Dry conditions are expected, especially Wednesday. We're expecting a beautiful day on Wednesday. Coming into Thursday evening into Fridays, where this system coming through from the Pacific into our area might bring us a possibility of showers and even a possibility of thunderstorms towards the coastal area. In the meantime, let's take a look at the temperatures for Yakima Valley in the lower 80s, partly cloudy skies. Towards the inland northwest, temperatures in the mid 70s, partly cloudy skies, and even towards the coastal area, temperatures from the lower 60s to the lower 70s. Olympia 74, mostly cloudy skies. Let's take a look at our Columbia Basin. Temperatures in the 80s, in the lower 80s, partly cloudy skies. Ephrata 82, even towards Bridgeport in the 80s as well. Royal City 82 and Quincy 81, partly cloudy skies. Let's take a look at our extended forecast for the week. Wednesday 82 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Now Thursday night into Fridays, where we may experience a possibility of some showers, a 20% chance. And then coming into Friday, there is a decrease in temperatures, 72 degrees. That's below the average for this time of year. And then coming into Saturday, we're expecting seasonable temperatures, 77, partly cloudy skies. And then another decrease in temperatures on Sunday, 75 degrees. But then coming into the new work week, 79 on Monday and in the 80s back on Tuesday. Thank you for being with us. We'll be right back with sports.
Hi, Jan.
Welcome to the Toyota Time sales event. We're looking for something safe with a really smooth ride. He's a very light sleeper. Oh, the Camry's safe and has a smooth, comfortable ride.
Oh, the Camry's perfect.
And you're in luck. It's Toyota Time, so it's a great time for a great deal.
Yes! You can lease a new 2014.5 Camry for $209 a month for 24 months with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance included. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. The Moses Lake Chiefs baseball team was recognized for its outstanding season when 9 players were named to the Columbia Basin Big Nine All-Conference team. Voted first team all-conference were Tyson Carstetter at first base, Jaime Vela second base, Drew Loretta at third base, Eric Huberto catcher, Ryan Pena in the outfield, Blake Springer was a designated hitter, and Hunter Boyd starting pitcher. Named second team all-conference was Brett Mosier at shortstop, Cole Raymond in the outfield, and Chase Tunstall as a starting pitcher. Carstetter was also voted honorable mention starting pitcher. Coach of the year went to the Chiefs skipper, Quince Whitaker. Mosier was named Monday as an all-state selection for his play this season with the Chiefs and in area feeder games. He will be competing at the All-State Series this weekend in Yakima. Jason Cole went 3 for 4 at the plate with a double and 2 RBI, and the Moses Lake Walleyes got past Shadle Park 9-6 Sunday afternoon in Spokane. The lead changed hands 4 times in a sloppy defensive effort by both teams as 5 errors were posted on the board between them. Shadle Park led 2-0 after 2.5 innings of play. The Walleyes brought 4 across the dish in the bottom of the third to go up 4-2. Shadle Park regained the lead with 3 runs in the top of the fourth and 1 in the fifth to make it 6-4. The Walleyes got 1 back in the bottom of the fifth and then added 4 in the bottom of the sixth for the come-from-behind win. Anthony Longmire gave up 6 runs off 11 hits to record the victory. Carson Fisk was credited with the save. The Walleyes are back on the diamond for a twin bill at Othello tonight and then play a single game with the Desert Sox Wednesday at Larson Field. Well, the 114th U.S. Open tees off Thursday at the Pinehurst Resort and Country Club in North Carolina. The big news from Pinehurst is the absence of Tiger Woods, who will be missing his second major this year after having back surgery. The early favorites are Australian-born Adam Scott, 6-time U.S. Open runner-up Phil Mickelson, and 20-year-old Texas native Jordan Spieth, who finished second in this year's Masters. Puyallup native Ryan Moore hopes to win his first major. His best finish was 10th overall in the 2009 U.S. Open. The 2015 Open will be held at Chambers Bay Golf Course in Tacoma. And the day Brazilians have been anxiously waiting for is finally arriving. Brazil opens World Cup play against Croatia Thursday to begin its quest for a 6th world title almost 7 years after the nation was picked as the host. Brazil hasn't hosted the World Cup since 1950 when it endured a heartbreaking loss to Uruguay in the final. The U.S. team plays Ghana June the 16th. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a Moses Lake family working to expand their business. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
The Burns family is expanding its workspace at Yanazawa Boulevard and State Route 17 after 13 busy years at the family-owned and operated Moses Lake Family Auto Center. Owner Gary Burns and his sons Adam, Josh, and Seth have operated the upscale used vehicle sales lot since 2001. Gary Burns founded the business in 1995 at South Pioneer Way and Wheeler Road, the original location. He entered the used vehicle business after he sold his farm. About 5,000 square feet, including office space and a new auto detail shop, is being built across the lot from the existing small office building. Josh Burns said the expansion is the result of business growth over the years at the existing location.
It's been a good location for us. You know, the market in Moses Lake doesn't feel like it was hit as bad as a lot of the country with some of the plants we have here and stuff, so we've held in here pretty good. I was 16 when we first started, so I wasn't in sales, and Seth is younger than me. He was 13, so now we're all up in sales and all partners, and we need more office space, and we've grown enough that it just makes sense to do it.
Adam Burns, who was selling cars before he got his father into the business, explained how the low-overhead family business operates differently from new car dealers. The Burns have 3 other employees.
We don't have commission sales for one thing, so you know it's not somebody pushing you real hard to buy. So it's low pressure sales. You know, we don't make our money off if you buy a car. You know, we're not getting rich here, but we all make a living.
Josh Burns said the lot has between 60 and 70 cars at any given time. The high traffic location near Interstate 90 has helped drive much of the sales, which include recreational vehicles and boats. The new building, built by local workers the family general contracted, will allow the family to consolidate facility costs. The Burns said they already save costs by doing the work of several employees. Josh identified some of the features of the new office space, including a vehicle showroom.
We got 7 offices, where right now we only have 3 closed door offices, and Adam has been working out of the extra open area, which is like his office, but also the waiting area and stuff. You know, it's just not we need the room, and we're gonna have a lunchroom. I mean, we're gonna have facilities that we've needed.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
In Northwest news, firefighters are mopping up that wildfire that threatened homes outside the central Oregon city of Bend. Fire spokeswoman Lisa Clark said today that fire crews have a containment line all the way around the Two Bulls fire and are working to strengthen it. It is 25% contained at 10 square miles of mostly private timberland on the eastern outskirts of Bend. An evacuation order remained in effect for about 50 scattered rural homes. Fire investigators say the fire was human-caused, starting from 2 locations on private timberland near Tumalo Reservoir. Cascade Timberlands has offered a $2,000 reward for information on how the fire started Saturday afternoon. Clark says the area where the fire started has no developed campgrounds, but is a popular place for parties. There was a shooting at a Portland high school and 2 people died, one being the shooter. 1 teacher was injured and treated at the scene. CNN reporter Melissa Rainey has the details.
A sadly familiar scene. Students file out of Reynolds High School near Portland, Oregon, after shots rang out there this morning, leaving 2 people dead and 1 teacher injured.
A gunman entered the high school this morning, shot 1 student. Unfortunately, that student has died. The gunman was located and The gunman is also deceased.
No word yet on how the shooter died. The call came into police early Tuesday, the second to last day of school. Dozens of law enforcement officers and emergency crews swarmed Reynolds High School. Troutdale police say the shooter used a rifle. At this point, police aren't releasing the gunman's name. Worried parents rushed to the school, then were told to meet their kids at a nearby store parking lot.
We're sure he's okay, but, until you hear that,
their kids are probably okay.
until you hear the final word, you always have the thought.
It was just a shock. I didn't believe that it was happening at first.
Now police are left to try and figure out what sparked this deadly incident.
This is a very tragic day, one that I had hoped would never ever be part of my experience.
I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
An anchor that may be from one of the earliest ships to explore Northwest waters has been recovered from Admiralty Inlet off Whidbey Island. The anchor was found 6 years ago by sea cucumber diver Doug Monk, who formed Anchor Ventures with amateur historian Scott Grimm to bring it to the surface. It may be the anchor lost by the HMS Chatham as it explored with Captain George Vancouver's HMS Discovery in 1792. The 900-pound anchor was taken Monday to the Northwest Maritime Center in Port Townsend. It will be prepared for shipping to Texas A&M University in College Station, Texas, where experts will try to determine whether it's really the anchor lost 222 years ago. This time of year, most 10-year-olds are finishing 4th grade, but one child prodigy from Sacramento already has his cap and gown. Reporter Carlos Saucedo has his story.
College life should begin when you are ready, not when you turn a certain age.
For this fearless 10-year-old, that time is now. Tanish Abraham reached a milestone today very few people have done at such a young age. He is graduating from high school.
At the age of 10, your high school diploma.
Our very own Dale Shornack presented him with the high school diploma at a special ceremony in Sacramento. The homeschooled prodigy successfully met the state requirements to graduate and earned a 4.0 GPA.
It wasn't easy, but it was not that hard either.
At the age of 4, he became the youngest person to join Mensa.
The way my brain works is that when you give me something, information about that topic comes into my mind. I don't know what it is, but that's how it is for me.
His parents knew their son was special, but had no idea of his potential.
I had that hunch that he was a little gifted. But of course my husband didn't believe that, and then we had to wait till about 2-3 years once we got the formal IQ test study up, and that's when we figured it out.
Tanish scored high on the SATs and is already attending American River College, but he plans to continue his education.
Well, my ultimate goal would be science, like scientist or doctor, but I also want to be president too.
Even President Obama sent him a letter to congratulate him on his high school graduation. Tanish says he owes much of his success to his family.
My parents, mostly my grandparents.
And the genius genes run in the family. Tanish's little sister is following in his footsteps, already taking college courses and taking full command of her vocal talents.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Game time.
Papa's in the house.
Wow, what's all this?
I'm all about stats. For instance, have I got some numbers for you? Papa John's, a leader in online ordering.
You bet, Jim.
You were the first pizza company to offer it nationwide. What's the secret?
Jim, it's the pizza.
To celebrate our online leadership, get Papa John's new double pepperoni and bacon pizza for just $12.
Better ingredients,
better pizza,
and a better way to get it, papajohns.com.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
What's white and yellow and red all over?
If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. With the local book telephone directory, it's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.